Good morning, everyone. So for the deck today, I'm going to bring you blue-white control, everybody's favorite. So for our mana base, we have our typical mana base for any blue-white control deck. I am not running Hall of the Storm Giants. I absolutely hate lands that come into play tapped late in the game. You can very well add it if you'd like. I'm also a free-to-play player, and I do not have the channel lands yet. I'm working on it, but so I'd be playing one of each of those two. But for the overall deck, so our win condition is Teferi. With we also have castles and shark typhoons, and that's about it. Most of the time, the opponent will just scoop before we actually kill them. To prevent ourselves from decking, we have Devious Cover-Ups, which also exiles the spell that it counters. Very nice against the Reanimate style decks. We have our Think Twices and our Insights to just draw cards, as well as one of Sphinx's Revelation. This card has been very underwhelming for me. It's definitely not like it was when it was in Standard. But for our counter spells, we got one Veto, one Test of Talents to stop specific combo style decks, Sinister Sabotage to kind of fix our draws a little bit. Then for removal, we got 4 Fateful Absence. This is a controversial card. It's very powerful, but giving the opponent the ability to draw is a drawback, obviously. But at the same time, that's going to slow them down, and we want the game to go on as long as possible, so I think this fits perfectly into our deck. We have 2 Day Judgments, 2 Settle the Wreckage, and 1 Farewell. This Farewell I put in for a couple things. I've been running into the green-white enchantment list with the 9 live Solemnity, and that is very annoying. This gets rid of that. This also stops Phoenix decks, Reanimate decks. It used to be a Day Judgment, but I felt like having an answer to those decks was essential, basically. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some games. Okay, Mr. Rakdos Donkey, good luck. So we're going to keep this. We have cantrips, we have a Teferi, and we have good mana. So hopefully this works out. Typically this deck does well against other control decks. Oh, an Aether Flux deck. Or what's the name of that card? I can't even remember. I know it's getting countered. Yeah. The problem with this deck is they can just beat you with their creatures too. Aetherworks Marble, that's the one. Go ahead and bin that for free, basically. Okay, so we have the option to leave up to Fairy, and we're going to. This is risky. They can, if they have another Aetherworks, they get to play it. But if they don't, then we are in a good shape. Because we can just go ahead and kill you. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to draw too. So let's go ahead and figure out what we are leaving up. Normally in this situation I like to use mana, so I feel like I'm not wasting it, but I don't really have anything to use. I could have countered that, but I'm going to save that for Aetherworks Marble probably. They can beat me with creatures, but I don't see it happening. So I'm just going to let all this little stuff happen and beat them down with sharks. Beautiful. We're going to get this game over with quick. And good game. Good luck, Skipper F. Jams. Okay, so this is a good hand. I don't like how we have so much white, but we have our pathway and Hallowed Fountain to help that out. And we are going against blue-white otters, probably. That's fine. Okay. This deck, if they are running Spell Pierce, this main deck, is very problematic. But otherwise, we might be okay. Yeah. They're going to deal a lot of damage here, but that's okay. So sometimes people play around Settle the Wreckage. Sometimes they do not. But when they do, it is nice because we have Fateful Absences. So now by here, we're going to go ahead and settle. They can just both give it protection and indestructible. I was hoping they were going to swing all out, but they were smart about it. Now, sometimes you just get people that do not play around Settle the Wreckage at all, and that is very nice. So from here, let's go ahead and play it to Teferi. We could make him use his bounty, but I don't want to lose my Teferi either. So we'll just leave up our Fateful Absence. And we are going to go ahead and wait. Okay. So now, if he decides to give it protection from white instead of indestructible, which he might do, he will lose his All That Glitters. So keep that in mind if you play this deck. But it looks like he's probably just going to give it indestructible, and we lose. But he could misplay. And he did. And see, folks, that's why you just play it out and don't scoop. And he raged quit. Good game, Skipper. Alright, we are playing La Salade. Great hand. It's good against aggro. It's good against control. Snap keep. So with this last update that came out, I really figured people were going to completely customize their sleeves for their decks and their avatars for the decks, so people would get a hint, I guess, on what they're playing. I know people like to do that at local F&M back when I used to play in paper, and you'd sit down against somebody who'd have mountain sleeves, so you had a pretty good chance that they were playing mono red. People have not been doing that, which is good. They still just play with their preferred sleeves and avatar, and it's nice. I'm going to go ahead and kill this now while he's in combat. I do not want him ramping into something crazy. Even though the Settle the Wreckage is going to give him a lot of mana. And that is one downside about Settle, but I definitely think it's worth it. I probably could have just kept taking 4 for a little bit, especially because I could have flashed in a shark there. I don't know. Well, what is he playing? Let's just go ahead and leave up a shark token here. Okay. He's playing goblin tokens. Actually, we'll just chump with one of these. It was debatable on use the Shark Typhoon there. To try and draw a Wrath. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to lie, it's kind of worrying me. We don't have a counter spell in hand. Black mana. Nice. He got us good. I like seeing decks like this in the historic ranked queue. It's nice to play against a deck that's not the same old crap over and over again. Now I know I'm Planeswalker, Karn, and he's got a Nicol Bolas. That just seems wrong. But anyways, I know I'm not in Mythic or anything like that. But typically I only play enough to get my 4 wins for the day, and then I usually stop. But now that I am making YouTube content for this, I think I might actually attempt to grind for Mythic. I don't know. I know anybody can get there. You just need a winning record. Ooh, what is this? Oh, okay. I know what's going on. Draw 3 cards. No. So we got the Esper Doom Foretold Yorion deck. Yep. That's what I figured. Let's go ahead and think twice. And then I will discard this Chemister's Insight. Let's play a castle and pass. Now we do not need more than 1 castle, so what I'll probably do here is pitch that castle to the Insight. If he doesn't do anything. It's a little bit more mana efficient than flashing that back. Now, we could go to Fairy here. And I am actually going to do that. I don't know if this deck would play counter spells or not. It does not look like they are, though. So one thing about Fateful Absence that sucks, or not Fateful Absence, Test of Talents, and why I only have 1 in here, is for like enchantment based removal. Like I feel like we're gonna see right here. Oh, or Teferi. That's unfortunate. We are going to kill that with our Fateful Absence. On our turn, of course. Teferi, when it was 3 mana, it was really good. Not so much anymore. We could go ahead and just, yeah, let's just jump and protect that our Teferi. Because if we can get this ultimate, I definitely think we have a good chance of winning the game. Beautiful. Let's clean up our hand a little bit. Yeah, no. I do not want to deal with this Teferi. And then we have another counter spell. We don't need another land. Don't care about that. He is basically tapped out, so let's go ahead and trade. Now we need to protect our Teferi for one more turn. We'll just go ahead and get in a free Thrink twice. And hopefully they don't have a way to deal with Teferi. What are you getting back here? It doesn't matter, I'm just going to go ahead and counter it. And that will probably issue the scoop. Yep. Good game, Karn. Dissonant Greens. Okay. Ooh, this is rough. We have no white mana. We do have a cantrip, but we do go first. I'm going to keep it. We're going to get greedy here. I absolutely hate mulliganing on Arena. I'm not saying the shuffler's rigged by any means, but it feels that way sometimes. And we have mono black zombies. So if we can draw our white mana for our wraths, we should be okay. Which it's not looking like we're going to. Beautiful. I have not played against mono black zombies in Historic in a long time. But we definitely need a Day of Judgment here. That's not good. mean, we're not dead yet, but if we don't draw a white source here, we are. Okay. Honestly, yeah, we're still gonna kill it. Actually, we probably should have killed that. Because now, yep, they are going to. Nah, that was a misclick. For sure. Unknown because they could have just killed us with Faceless Laban. So. Are they going to recommit to the board or try and beat us with the land? I hope they commit to the board. Eek. We are fighting an uphill battle, that is for sure. Now hopefully they activate their Faceless Haven, which they did not. Alright, go ahead and go get more land, sir. This game is not looking good for us. I don't like missing land drops. But we kept a greedy hand. And a Liliana. Okay. So we need to draw some cards here. Honestly, I'm not sure how we can come back from this. But we are certainly going to try. And he is attacking our Teferi. So Teferi was a fog draw card. And he left him alive. That's interesting. I'm confused on why he would do that. And I don't see us winning this now. But let's go ahead and make one of these and untap. Let's see what happens. It's got all the Faceless Havens. Okay. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's getting greedy. He is getting very greedy. Can I get a settle the wreckage? No, I cannot. But let's see if he plays around settle the wreckage. Oh, I can still think twice for it. And he got me. Even though he got greedy. Oh well. Still, we had a good run. Okay, back for the wrap up. I think we did pretty good. I believe we went 3-2. I can't remember. If we did not go 3-2, we went 2-2. But I think the deck performed pretty well, like it normally does. We did get mana screwed in that last game, unfortunately. But I mean, it happens sometimes. But yeah, that's the pretty standard blue-white control deck. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more Decktechs and games. I also play Hearthstone Battlegrounds. If you're interested in that, it's on my YouTube as well. If you have any deck ideas, feel free to go ahead and drop them down. I don't have a lot of cards. Like I said, I'm a free-to-play player. But I do got a lot of gold saved up for this next set because I am very excited for the new Triomes coming out. I'm an old school Magic player, so I love my Jund and my Grixis, my Esper decks, and that is going to help out a lot. But until the next video, have fun.